And here it is. This is the loom shot of the Jaeger-LeCoultre Master Compressor Chronograph Ceramic. Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Jaeger-LeCoultre Master Compressor Chronograph Ceramic, a combination of black ceramic and rose gold. You can see and you can purchase this handsome dual-time chronograph on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this watch, with additional accessories included in the sale, high-resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this Master Compressor Chronograph Ceramic. Now, this model debuted in 2017 at SIHH, and it's one of the few surviving members of the mainstay sports watch family of the 2000s at Jaeger-LeCoultre, the Master Compressors. The system, the Compressor Crown, with its winglets at 3 o'clock, is distinctive, functional, and has a tremendous underlying logic and intelligence about its operation that immediately appeals to those who have a chance to experience it firsthand. Let's experience it first wrist. Now you can see 16 centimeters in circumference. My wrist is not large, but it is easy for me to wear this watch. The combination of the ceramic case with rather short cropped lugs. Lug to lug, the watch only measures 53.6 millimeters, so though it's a 46 millimeter diameter case, it's only as broad lug to lug as a 44 millimeter Panerai Luminor, and the lugs are tightly downturned and short, so you'll have no trouble wearing this one. Even if your wrist is as small as 15 centimeters in circumference, in my opinion, it's also slim in profile, as you may not expect a complicated automatic chronograph to measure only 13.5 millimeters, and it will easily slide underneath a sport jacket or a suit jacket cuff. So I said it's light on the wrist and that it has a comfortable physical footprint. The case back is flat and broad, so there are no pressure points or hot spots. The strap is also nicely made. You can see it features semi-curved spring bars to create a more integrated look, allowing the lugs to be drilled closer to the case. Again, a more integrated look, but also because of the curve of the spring bars, you can pull the strap straight down around a small wrist without worrying about it trying to flare out and fight you. It's not pinned against the case flank on either side. The strap is handsome, double-stitched, bolstered down its center. It's an embossed calfskin designed to look like a textile. Make no mistake, the natural grain calfskin can be seen on the underside. It features a titanium black DLC pin buckle for easy adjustability on the fly, and then you can see the case itself is relatively understated, as there are few differentiating details but a handful of strong individual lines. You can see the case band sweeps gently from the flare of the lugs through the mid-case and disappears down the other side. The lugs integrated and fluid. They barely assert themselves when the watch is viewed head-on. Like the bezel, which is minimal, they sort of blend away and bring the dial to the fore. I'll also try to give you a better head-on shot of the watch on my wrist, so that's what it looks like in profile when it's viewed from directly overhead. This is what the world sees. As you can see, my wrist 16 centimeters does wear it well, even though big, black, and stark is going to be dramatic and never anonymous. The fit and the proportions work well on a small wrist. Now you can see the dial is all about the chronograph and the second time zone. Robustly luminescent. Stay tuned at the end of the video for a loom shot. You can see that this one is all about functionality, whereas JLC has dabbled in expanding the Reverso line, the Geophysic line, created a new Polaris line. Everything they needed in the sports watch category was already present in this model and its ceramic and titanium counterpart. Large and luminescent indices outboard, triple register chronograph with chronograph seconds, chronograph minutes, and chronograph hours. You can see the watch also features a second time zone. And let me just quickly open the compressor crown system, which I always like to say is easier to use with gloved hands, and now the proof is in the practice. So you can actually hide the local hour hand when you do not need it. Note, just below 12, there is a day-night indicator, so you have your AM-PM distinction for the reference time zone. But let's say you don't need that second time zone. You just superimpose the local hour hand directly over the travel time hand, and you've cleaned up the dial. A very discrete date window sits at 4:30, and one special feature, if I might regain that intermediate setting position, one special feature of this watch is that you actually have the ability to advance the reference time zone and quick set the date. Most watches will couple the mobile hour hand to the date change. Here, you have the ability to quick set the date without rolling the hour hand around the dial. Uncommon, but much appreciated. Now, it is a vertical clutch column wheel chronograph, so you can leave the seconds running at center if you prefer center seconds. Keeping the chronograph running with this one creates no additional wear and tear on the in-house caliber 757 automatic. It does have twin mainspring barrels and a 65-hour power reserve. The other advantage of the vertical clutch is that you'll note the chronograph seconds hand starts without any jump. This is not a lateral yoke system, it is far more precise. So between less wear and tear and smoother start-stop, you can see the advantages of the vertical clutch. The column wheel allows the control to sound and feel crisp. And as you can see, the Geosphere logo of the master control process, 1,000 hours testing chronometric precision, power reserve, resistances, fully cased up water resistance, winding efficiency. All of this went into the master control process. So the watch essentially goes through a test of chronometry and then some as a fully cased up watch, not as the bare movement of the COSC test. Now, what do you get protecting that free-sprung automatic 65-hour vertical clutch column wheel caliber? Well, you get a compressor crown. So red you're dead, that's unlocked, and white you're tight. Just by turning that little winglet 1/2 turn, I gain and subtract 100 meters of water resistance. So it's very practical, visually distinctive, and because it's only compressing and decompressing a toroidal seal, it isn't physically threading through a seal the way a screw-down crown will, so there's no wear and tear on the seal itself with the compressor crown. What else have I got for you? Well, the movement features unidirectional winding with ceramic rotor bearings for efficient action and reduced maintenance needs. It features hacking seconds, so when I pull the crown, I do stop the balance and I can synchronize to a reference time. And finally, it is free-sprung, so it has the heart of a sports watch, being very shock resistant. Ultimately, the attention to detail satisfies just as much as the mechanical refinement. As you can see, these solid gold chronograph pushers feature their own individual hallmarks. Small details like that set a high horology manufacturer apart from the scrum. Though this watch, pre-owned, doesn't command the likes of Patek Philippe or Audemars Piguet in the sports watch segment, you have the same degree of mechanical refinement, and in the case of complications such as the hacking seconds, the leg up over any Patek Philippe sports watch. See it and own it on our website. And remember, stay tuned at the end of this video for a loom shot.